Hello everyone. We are back in Elder Scrolls and we are about to... I don't want to touch him. We are about to go and do the Ember quest. So I just got to go and find her, essentially. Which, you know, she could be anywhere. Wait. There's a quest marker up on the map bar. No. Okay. No, it's the same guy. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do what I did with Bastion. I'm going to go to Allies, and then Companions, and then there's Ember, and I'm going to accept quest. And then it points out where Ember is and where I have to go. That seemed a bit loud there, so I've just turned it down so there's absolutely no problem with anyone being able to hear what I'm saying. Oh, I found the runestone. I love mats, you know.
Great area for
build stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, that does say find Ember. Look, it's Ember.
Get back here, you stupid thing!
I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you look like someone who's good at cleaning up messes. I've got a big one for you, if you're up for it. I'd pay you for your time, but I need someone quick on their feet. This mess is turning into a crisis.
What's going on?
I was experimenting with a spell while my mentor, Magister Iran, was away, but the magic went awry. If it doesn't get dealt with, it's going to spread beyond this area and harm a bunch of innocent people. I can't fix it on my own, so I need help.
How can I help?
I need to develop a counterspell, but first the protective wards around the area need to be restored by someone other than myself, so I don't taint the magic. That's where you come in. Like I said, if you help, I can pay.
I'll help you reset the wards.
Hold still. You'll need this unless you want to spend the next few hours as the sheep. Not as glamorous as it sounds. And here, take these crystals. You'll need them to restore the wards. The first one is in the meadow just up the hill to the north.
What do these wards normally do?
Mostly they serve to keep errant magic inside Dordreak's boundaries. You know, the standard 3 points of protection thing. Unfortunately, my spell kicked those wards in the teeth. They're not protecting anything now.
Why can't you restore the wards yourself?
The spell I created has my magical mark on it, if that makes sense. There are certain types of magic that can be affected by their creator, intentionally or not. Messing with forces already attuned to you can have unpredictable results.
So if you tried restoring the wards, it could make things worse?
Exactly. Magic is powerful and great and all that, but it can be pretty sensitive. Fussy, Magister Iran likes to say. And since my spell is already...
Okay, my game froze. I'm going to pause it and fix it and be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I did DC. It's telling me to restore the meadow ward, which is the one this way. Well, kind of this way. Oh. Some low-level mats. I mean, I do collect all this low level stuff, even though, you know, I don't actually use a lot of it, but I do collect it to help out new players and um, and for writs for my low level characters to use.
That's one ward restored. Let's go fix the next one. It's in the glade just west of here.
We're going to talk to Ember. Well, we don't have to, but we're going to.
I really should have paid more attention to Magister Iren when he was explaining how these protective wards work. I should have paid more attention to him in general, actually. The next one is in the glade. It's just across the way to the west.
We'll restore the world to return everything to normal here.
Unfortunately, no. The wards are just to keep the unstable magic inside the bounds of Tordrea. That way, I can work on a counterspell without worrying about the original spell spreading.
How did you know about the wards in the first place?
Magister Iren made sure I knew what they were and what purpose they served as soon as he took me on as an apprentice. He wanted me to be familiar with as much as Tordreac as possible, or at least the parts that keep it safe.
Next one's over this way, and we do have stuff to kill along the way.
What do you think you'll make with that?
I mean, for any new player, you know, daily writs are kind of something that can be done to help with. I still think that's a bit loud. Okay. Daily writs can turn around and help with getting skills up in crafting, getting stuff like treasure maps and more likely surveys, and stuff to decon and mats and recipes and yeah, there's a little bit of cash involved too.
I admire that.
Okay, he's been using a fire staff, I believe. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna get him another inferno staff. Alright, yep. The ward. Oh, there's the ward. I spy it.
Here we are. I'll make sure nothing gets in our way. Oh, you're a natural. Maybe
Look at me. I'm like,
Magister Iren's apprentice.
that thing's going right now. Oh yeah, I see some people going. It's like I want to go, but at the same time, I don't want to go.
The last ward is south of here, inside a cave.
Okay, so we don't have the optional talk to Ember this time.
That's it. Are you hurt?
Yeah, no idea what was happening there with the. Yeah, absolutely no idea what was happening there with the
This is the last one. Let's
camera
get this over with.
control.
That's all the wards. Let's talk outside. I need to figure out what to do next.
She said outside, so we left before her, but she'll be out there before us. As that makes absolutely no sense. And it's just ESO for you.
I know my rogue spell is to blame for most of the weirdness happening around Tordreok, but it almost seems like these damned moats are becoming dangerous. They're doing more than just mischievous magic. Fish biscuits. I need to figure this out.
Why would they turn dangerous?
I'm not sure. The moats aren't new. They're always hanging around Tordreok. I think they're drawn to places like this. But there was nothing in my spell that should have made them act malevolent. And there are a lot more around than usual.
Should we do something about them?
Yes, I can make traps to contain them, but I'm still worried about their behavior. While I work on the traps, could you head into the tower and look to Magister Aaron's things? He might have a book with more information about the moats.
I'll go search through Magister Aaron's things in the tower.
See if you can find anything in the tower about the moats. I'll meet you there and start on the traps.
This is ridiculous. I knew Magister Aaron should never stick in a name change. Better work fast, because Magister Aaron...
I'm like,
Right? That was a little funny.
yeah. I was trying to work out where it was, and it was over here by the store the whole time. Oh, stuff to search. Orc style? Well, he wouldn't know orc style. Okay. I mean, as you can see when we're looking at these, they say search. So it's, I can take it without any consequences. But most of the time it will say steal and it will be a red writing. And that just means you got to be careful because you can get caught, and get a bounty, and, all sorts of stuff. Oh, there's a law book. Okay, yep, that's weapons there. I wonder if that's better than what I've got. Not really.
You in here? Did you find anything useful about the moat? I finished the traps. Once we set them up, they should take care of the moats. Then I can sort out the livestock and hold Dressa, and at some point create a counterspell to fix everything for good. Did you learn anything useful?
I found a book that mentions the wind spirit associated with the moats in this area.
Oh, I read that one with the wind sorrow lady, right? Oh, what if my spell disturbed her and that's why the moats are acting up? That's troubling, and also a problem for future Ember. Let's focus on one thing at a time. Or two things, actually.
Which are?
The traps are finished, but the livestock and Hildressa are still a problem. I want to figure out a way to return them all to their natural forms before the illusion does any damage. Could you set the traps while I do that?
Where should I set them?
Here, I'll mark some places to set the traps. They're in a pack by the work tables outside. While you do that, I'll figure out how to fix the livestock and Hildressa. Then I can work on my counterspell. Meet me by the livestock pens when you're done.
I'll go set the traps.
Good luck setting up the traps. I'll meet you by the livestock pens when you're finished.
I guess I should said that out loud, mainly because, well, some people just skip through it, and I usually do. But, you know, for the people that want to watch and not play, I want to give them, like, the most of each quest possible. Oh, I can help myself to apples. Yay! Gotta love some apples. Oh, right. Okay, so we're going for the last moat trap. And we're just going to keep going around. May as well do a bit of looting mats. Well, yeah. Oh. I barely got hit in there. What a hyacinth. Oh, just a second. Sorry for pausing just there. I just knew that I was going to sneeze. That was going to be a big one, so didn't want to put you through that.
I knew it would. You're back. The traps worked, didn't they? See? I told you I know what I'm doing. Mostly. Speaking of which, I think I figured out a way to return the livestock to their original forms.
How?
I made something. I know it looks like a spoon, but, well, technically it is a spoon, but I enchanted it, and I call it the Spoon of Undo. I just tested it on those chickens. It removes the illusions perfectly.
Why is it so important to remove the illusions from the livestock?
Normally I wouldn't bother, but illusions can be disorienting and cause terrible headaches. I don't want any of the animals suffering while I come up with my counterspell. Oh, and Hildressa. I suppose I don't really want her suffering either.
What can I do to help?
Here, take the Spoon of Undo. If you could run around and fix the livestock and Hildressa, that will give me a chance to finally whip up this counterspell. By the time you're finished, I'm sure I'll have something figured out.
I'll take your enchanted spoon and help the livestock. You go work on your counterspell.
Just look around for people making animal noises. I'm sure they won't be hard to find. And tell them I'm sorry when you change them back, would you? As for Hildressa, I'm all in favor of leaving her as a guar. Just kidding. Kind of. I'll be in the tower working on the counterspell. Come find me when you're done.
Okay, so we just have to go for one of these circles.
This is a great area for harvesting.
And then we look around for people acting like livestock. Oh, look, like these people. And then go use the Spoon of Undo, which comes up on the screen. And tells you what button to press. Ah, yep, that's where the cow went. And now off to these guys, and they're gonna run. Well, one does. It's up here, isn't it? Oh, let's kill this thing. Okay, I see the map here. It's a runestone. Oh, nice. I got a lead. I do wonder what that leads for. Which reminds me, I need to actually sort out my leads. She's going to give me a bit of hassle and run around.
Was I just a guar? This is all Ember's fault.
Oops. Let's go.
That wasn't right.
Fish biscuits.
I assume he'll dress as the charming self. I've run into a problem. I have good news and bad news. Good news is that I've nearly finished my counterspell, but I need to find a tome called The Mirrored Way to complete it. I know Magister Iren has it, but it's not with the rest of his books. That's the bad news.
Why is that the bad news?
Because if the Mirrored Way isn't with the rest of his things, it's probably locked away in his arcane library. The library he specifically forbids me from entering. The tome I need has to be in there. Without it, I can't make the counterspell.
What should we do?
Magister Iren has warned me not to enter his library 1,000 times. But these are special circumstances. There will probably be some magical traps inside meant to keep me out. So I'll need your help getting the book while I deal with them.
I'll help you get the book.
Once we find the Mirrored Way in Magister Iren's library, I can finish my counterspell. I just hope the old man wasn't serious about putting something dangerous inside to keep me out. He was definitely kidding. Had to be. Come on, let's go.
What kind of magical traps do you think we'll run into?
Not sure. I picked the lock on the place as soon as I figured out he didn't want me getting in there. He's since put up protections and told me to stay out unless I have his permission. I'm sure he's got some kind of ward or barrier set up.
You were able to enter his arcane library just by picking the lock?
It wasn't hard. Mages like Magister Iren tend to think in very magical ways. They'll put magic reinforcements over every inch of a place. But forget, a few pins and a good ear can foil them. And to be fair to him, I'm a very good lockpick.
How did you get so good at lockpicking?
Necessity. I wasn't exactly raised in the lap of luxury. Not even in the lap of genteel poverty, for that matter. You get good at things like that if you don't want to be hungry. Or caught by guards or angry merchants.
Follow me. The library is downstairs.
Give me just a moment to pick the lock.
Alright, let's get in and out as quick as we can.
Hmm. I'm just seeing if there's anything I can take. Oh, grapes. And apples. And that stuff. Okay, I think it's time to go in and look for a book.
I don't sense anything. Maybe the old man was bluffing.
uh,
This spell is specifically targeting me. I'll figure out a way down. You just focus on getting the book.
My tutors like to tell me that words and stories are a form of magic. If you put them together properly, you can weave entire worlds.
I like that, what Bastion just said. Oh, there is stuff to loot in here. Nice. Oh, nice. He gained alchemy skill. Okay, I want to make sure that I've gotten every single book before the one that we're actually in here for, and it does look like it. Ooh.
That's it, you got it! Now let's get out of here before I set off something else.
I don't know why the mouse is acting so weird today. I do apologize for its erratic behavior.
Magister Irin really didn't want... I didn't know the old man had it in him. He had something to target me specifically. What a sneaky old goat. Good thing I had you with me. You managed to get the book, right? Let me see it.
Here, take it.
Let me take a look. No, not that. That would be bad. What about this? Oh, here it is. It's Amahan ist Exis, not Gahanemexis is. Good thing I checked. See? That's personal growth right there.
What does that even mean?
2 different arcane glyphs. They do entirely different things when written and pronounced aloud. The second one is what I need for my counterspell. Now, all that's left is to get to the old ritual circle and cast this. I'll need your help again.
Ready when you are.
The counterspell should set everything right in Tordrayak. Things will be just as Magister Irin left them, and I won't have to face his furrowed brow. I'll need your help at the ritual site. Casting a spell this big is a 2-person job.
Why can't you cast your counter spell here?
The old ritual circle is a place of power, and I'm going to need all the help I can get. I plan to draw on the magic there to help strengthen my counterspell. Magister Aaron told me about it. This probably isn't how he wanted to implement the lesson.
Do you think that Windsorrow's spirit is actually here?
Maybe? Old tales and myths always start from some truth at some point in time. The moats around here seem to be affected by more than my spell, is all I'm saying. I always expect the worst. I find it helpful.
So what do you think we might find at the ritual site?
If luck is with us, maybe just some irritated wildlife we can deal with as we've done before. Or some of the bolder moats. But if there is some truth to the ancient tales, then maybe we find some sort of really cranky wind spirit. The ritual circle is just up the hill. I'll meet you there.
Let's head on our way. So we've got to go this way, around to that circle.
Huzzah!
Bastion's weird sometimes.
What do you think you'll make with that?
Oh, Luminous Rustler. Okay, I've got to go that way, so I've got to figure out how to get to the spot that I need to get to.
I'm here. First, we need to set the ritual flames. There's 3 around.
I must have gone the wrong way because, like, she's talking like I'm up there with her, and as you can see, I'm not. Yet.
First, we need to set the ritual flames. There's 3 around.
I wonder if she'll say it again.
Light the 3 ritual flames here. I'll get the ones on the altar.
No. So we just need to go up and say ignite, and then we ignite it and go to the next one, and the same thing, and the next one, and do the same thing.
Almost there. It's done. The spell is set.
Follow me. We should be able to see it materialize.
Where's Ember going?
Any second now.
Oh yeah, it's fireworks.
Did it! Come on, let's get back to the tower.
Why not jump down and just go across?
I promise to address the situation.
See that you do.
Puldressa sold me out, didn't she?
Well, let me speak to your associate first, Ember. So, you were witness to the events here, and as I understand it, you had a hand in bringing them to an end. For that, I thank you. And if you'll indulge me, I do have a few lingering questions. What in the world happened?
Ember had a spell go awry.
I don't know what I expected, leaving her to her own devices here, even temporarily. Ember and Trouble are old friends. I can still feel the repercussions of this spell gone awry, as you say. Do I have you to thank for rectifying it?
Ember already had an idea how to fix it before I got here. I just helped.
I see. As trying as she can be, she truly is a talented mage. She can be impatient. Given her natural inclination to magic, it's understandable. I always knew I was perhaps not the best teacher for her.
What do you mean?
I took her in because I knew I couldn't leave someone as skilled and impulsive as her to her own devices. But I have neither the time nor aptitude to teach her properly. That's my own failing. Speak to her, would you? I must collect my thoughts.
I'll talk to Ember.
Don't worry, Ember isn't in any trouble. While I am not pleased about my traumatized cook, I must concede that everything is back in order and the consequences of Ember's magic weren't dire. Still, I must consider what to do now.
Is Ember a difficult student?
I don't mean to give the impression that Ember is incapable of learning. That's not the case. She's a bright mage, one of the brightest I've ever seen. Everything I've taught her, she's taken to like flame to parchment. But therein lies the problem.
How so?
Well, just like a flame, Ember wants to devour everything around her. Her appetite for knowledge is ceaseless. That's good quality in a mage, but not necessarily one I'm equipped to deal with. By my own admission, I'm methodical, cautious. By the books.
And Ember isn't?
Exactly right. Ember needs someone who can keep up with her. Someone who thrusts themselves headlong into adventure so that she may temper herself and her magic beside them. Perhaps when I was younger, I could have been that for her, but not now.
Goodbye.
Hey, you. Let's talk while Magister Irin collects his thoughts. I thought Magister Irin would be as mad as a wet dragon, but he looks amused. It's probably because he's wanted to turn Holdressa into a guar at some point. He just won't admit it. And the fact that we fixed it all before he got here helped.
Do you think he will push you harder at your magic studies now?
Well, I've been thinking. I'm grateful to Magister Irin, but sitting and reading about magic has little appeal to me. This whole thing just proved to me that I'm too restless here. I want to do magic, not just study it. Go on adventures, see things.
Are you saying you want to leave Tordreok?
I think it's time. I've been given good training here, but I still have a lot to learn. For me, the best teachers are curiosity and experience. I learn best by doing. So I need to get out in the world and continue my training.
So what's next for Ember the Sorcerer?
Ember the Sorcerer. I like the sound of that. But that can come later. First, take this. It's not much, but you deserve it. I think we made a good team today. If you ever need a sorcerer who has your back, let me know. We'd have some fun. Magister Irin, I'm grateful for your teachings and your patience. But I think it's time for me to move on.
The world is an excellent teacher for one of your talents, Ember. Would you write me occasionally?
I should go pack my things. And say goodbye to Holdressa. Not a chance.
So that's it for today's video. Tomorrow's episode, we will have we'll have sent Bastion home. We'll have Ember with us instead of Bastion, and we'll go over here and go and do Isabel's quest. If you like the video, feel free to subscribe and leave a thumbs up. Also, I do read all comments that turn up on my videos, sometimes even reply to them. So feel free to say hi or let me know how I'm doing with these videos. Yeah, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!